And Beth, I understand what you're saying. And by the way, Gwen is saying kind of I don't say she's saying what you're saying, Gwen, but Gwen said, Brian, you're defeating your point. Won't hyper-personalization remove points of view? Well, no. Okay. I think AP News and Reuters are, for me, I'm just saying for me, two of the best sources of news that I get from. If this AI created social media, whatever you want to call it, app, this video first as a building block, as we were just talking about, the primitive side of it, and they were talking about Y Combinator. If that is pulling in what I think are validated sources of news, how is that any different than when I wake up in the morning and I read 6 or 7 different AI newsletters? And between them, I come up with my point of view on that. So I don't know that it's necessarily hyper-personalization in the sense that,
I,
only put Brian's blinders on. I see it as like, no, actually, just because it's AI produced on the end doesn't necessarily mean that the content was actually worse for me. It might actually be better. It might actually be better. Hypothetically, I don't know. I'm just.
I think the issue really, or the slippery slope, or the danger that we put ourselves in, is to create our own echo chamber, to create our own bubble. If you are not presented with not necessarily directly opposing views or differing views, and from other sources, whether you get so detailed as in, I want, one new source I've never heard of every 3 months, or you can get nitty gritty with how you fine tune your AI, but the organic or natural way that we share, either through current social media or in previous versions of media or interaction, is whether we learn stuff at the watering hole or the cooler, or social, down at the bowling alley or at the bar, and we have conversations with people, we have conversations with our friends have interconnecting points. All of those kinds of things help us generate, or allow us to start pulling in bits of information, and we have to force ourselves to critically think, oh, okay, well, is that accurate? Oh, that might be interesting. Let me go investigate that more. And it's that process that allows us to have a really holistic view of the world. But if things are fed to you, it's really easy to get lazy. It's really easy to just like, oh, these are the two that sources that I find credible, so I'm just going to listen to them. Well, you've just created an echo chamber for you, because that's the only information that you're getting.